Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another MLP cast. We'll be Michael Phoenix casting 2 games this time around for illegaomonkeybutt, which he has, of course, messaged me letting me know that they're going to run out soon, so let's get these on the way. I was planning to cast these today anyway, so exciting to see some new heroes come up. We have Visual again on the Doom, Senor Cheesy Cake, on the Rasta, who I think I've seen him play that before. We have Horace. He's playing the Witch Doctor this time, and the Chota playing Sniper. And finally, I believe that's the main man, but it's an equal sign. No, maybe it's not, because I'm pretty sure. Visual's illegaomonkeybutt, right? So this might be a random. Not 100% sure, but equals. He'll be the invoker. Meanwhile, on the dire end of things, we have Massage received on the Leshrac, on the Legion Commander. I can see you. And looks like he might be offlaning or jungle. We have a mid SF played by Epic Fail. We have a safe lane Juggernaut played by Wiggle Snapper. And finally Bree, who will be taking on that support role. What an absolute champion. And we'll get this game underway in just a moment. We're just waiting on these runes. Doesn't look like there's going to be any kind of contention or anything like that. Can already see a nice ward placed by the Dire, keeping the mid lane, keeping the vision up so you know exactly who's up, like what they're doing up on the hill. Always good, especially for an SF who needs last hits pretty fast to get the Necromastery charges. You definitely want to make sure he can't get ganked by a roaming Shadow Shaman or anything like that. So by giving that ward vision from the Dire end, it allows them to know exactly what's going on, so there's no kind of gank attempt that occurs on SF. So pretty well done to them. I'm pretty sure it was Bree that put it down. If not, it would have been the SF, but well done to him for actually doing that. It looks like it's going to be it's going to be a tri-lane at the top. And they've actually just ditched the offlane altogether. Legion Commander deciding he's going to be better off in the jungle, which he probably would be, because he'd be up against Chota and Horace, and the Witch Doctor's just going to cause him too much trouble if he sticks around there. So he's just going to go to the jungle, get some very safe, guaranteed farm. Nothing wrong with that. And you see, there's going to be Leshrac, and he'll be TPing bot. So it looks like the Dire may not be too happy about the fact that the LC is gone jungle, which I wouldn't be surprised about. See Wiggle, he's already dealing a bit of harass with Bree. And you've got that CM Jug combo, which is always very good because you just use Frostbite and then you just spin, and they really can't get away, especially if your Juggernaut has boots. It's just too hard to run away from that. Well, mid lane looks like Invoker taking a bit of harass, but he'll be okay. Just gotta be careful, especially when those razors get up to level 2 or 3. They're gonna start dealing a lot of damage. It's gonna say LC. He's basically, alive by the skin of his teeth here. Very low indeed, but he'll probably use that shrine and be okay. Looks like he's just waiting for Epic Fail, but doesn't look like SF wants a bar of it. So I think he might just have to use it himself. But SF actually just using some razors, so he's just draining his mana. Cops a bit of harass. In fact, there's no Sunstrike coming out yet, but he could go for the kill. It's 162 pure damage. No, not enough anyway. Massage received, or message received, my apologies. Message received, copying a bit of damage. Found out now why you can't really offlane against this kind of lineup, but grabs himself a double damage. Horace is going to keep chasing. Now the Edict comes out. And Horace is copying a lot of damage. In fact, I think he might be dead here. There is a double damage available on message received as well. So, actually, Chota's come here as well. Now the stun comes out and message is dealing so much damage. The Maledict is there though, so he gets the first blood, but he should go down here. And, Chota, he couldn't get that last hit. So maybe, no, he will go down. So the Maledict was good enough. And it was only level 1 Maledict, but still, barely enough. But the offlane Leshrac does end up getting first blood, which is definitely not what you want to give an offlane Leshrac. Epic Fail, there goes the Coconut. It looks like he's in a bit of trouble here. The Maledict comes out again, and he doesn't have any mana for a Sunstrike, but the Maledict should be enough with one more hit. And Epic Fail, he should be going down, and he does. Couldn't get there in time to eat a Tango, so he will eventually go down. Now Chota, he's in trouble at bot lane. Message. He's really dominating this offlane with that Edict. And I mean, it's still only level 1, but if you find a hero by themselves and you manage to corner them, it does a lot of damage. And so they have to be very wary of that. I mean, the thing is, with the sniper, he really shouldn't be getting taken out like this. Just due to that range, Shota should really just be able to sit back and relax. Horace is back now to try and help out after that pretty good rotation. Get rid of that clarity, but he was full mana anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And it goes back to just a bit of farming visual. He's not doing too badly himself. He's getting enough last hits that it's a successful offlane. They haven't managed to kill him yet, and Doom is a relatively tanky offlaner to have, so the spin won't necessarily kill him. At level 2 it definitely won't. So it'll deal most of his health as damage, but not enough to finish him off, so he'll be okay. Chort's actually having to run back because the TP was used. That's a bit of a shame. Looks like Leshrak, realizing now that there's a tri-lane at bot, will decide to just back off. And there'll be an Aquila that comes out for the sniper, so always good to offer that mana regen. It offers good stats as well. So it's definitely a good item to pick up on the sniper. You can see Invoker taking advantage of that alacrity. Alacrity is very good. Offers a lot of damage. The attack speed is very good as well. But in these early stages of the game, it's just excellent to be able to get last hits if you're not confident with getting them against the other mid laner. And being the SF, that is the case. Oh, senior cheesy cake gets taken out from Message. Now Chota, he's going to start chasing him down. There's the coconut, and he will go down. So good kill, but still they lost the Shadow Shaman. So and Visual actually kills the Wiggle Snapper at top. Now he could go for Bree, and it looks like he'll be able to get the kill here. So that's a double kill for Visual. He hasn't even maxed out hasn't even gone one level in Infernal Blade yet, and he managed to get a double kill. That's pretty impressive. I unfortunately didn't see how it happened, but I assumed they had a go onto him, and he just stood there with his Scorched Earth and just healed up and started attacking back. Obviously, good to know, Infernal Blade is like very, very imbalanced. So once he's got that maxed, it just does so much damage. Like 5% max HP is damage per second, plus the added burn damage. It's just silly. It's just stupidly strong. It's got a very low mana as well, doesn't it? Yeah, 40 mana. And Chota asking if you can last hit. Not sure who he's referring to. Maybe that was meant to be in TeamSpeak. Maybe he's trash talking. Message does have to be careful, because we see Senior Cheesy Cake. He's around the area and waiting to get a good shackle off. He also has a level 2 Ether Shock. And now I think he's definitely dead here. And Message is taking too much damage. The Shrapnel still gives them vision, and they'll get the kill. So that's a good kill. Bit of a misplay from Leshrak. Obviously probably didn't realize that the Shadow Shaman was still there. But you can't, as an offlaner, you can't overextend that much. He's given 2 kills away now, and pretty much gave away that really strong start he had. And he hasn't gone for any lightning either. He's just going for Diabolic Edict, and he gets shackled up again. Now Horus is here with the Melodic. Coconut goes out, and Chota's going to start hitting up on him with the Shrapnel. And that's another kill he gives away as soon as he respawns. So Message, he has to be more careful. I'm wondering if he's going to do the same thing again, because it's just, I mean, maybe he just was assuming nobody else was going to be there, like they weren't going to do it again to him, but they did. And now another Coconut on Epic Fail on the Sunstrike, and another good rotation from Horus. So Horus making the good plays here, and now it looks like Visual, he's been frostbited up, but he'll be okay. Did CM go for the Mana Aura? Yeah, she's maxing the Arcane Aura. A lot of people prefer to do this, because not only does it offer more regen to your team, but when you max at 8 mana regen, oh, Shackle, now the Shrapnel coming out, and they actually have Assassinate this time, so they may be able to get that last hit if need be, and oh, I think he could have gone for it. Yeah, he definitely could have tried at the least. So Chota deciding not to, but I reckon unless he lost vision, which I don't think he did because of the shrapnel, he should have definitely used it. Even if it didn't kill him, it would have definitely warded him off. And he would regen the mana anyway from the Aquila. So maybe a bit of a misplay there. Epic fail. You can see the what's the word I'm looking for? Basically the fear. Like, he's a bit scared. He's being very cautious at the moment, realizing that Horus can be anywhere. And he is right next to him, in fact. He's pinging him out. And so SF has got a haste, wants to go for something, but nothing really available. Message. Being sneaky, trying to get some XP in the trees, not really getting there, so he's just running back now. And he's doing the right thing by staying back, because if he gets shackled again, and Senior Cheesy Cake is there, and in fact, he's going to get shackled again. I'm not sure. Oh no, he doesn't shackle. That may have been a misplay. Definitely a misplay, in fact. And they're pinging him out. No, it's actually Senior pinging himself out. And he can still go for it if he really wants. But no, looks like Message knows what's going down, and he'll back off. But yeah, definitely a misplay there. I mean, he could have gone for the shackle and then followed up with the Hex. That would have been a definitive kill with the Sniper, especially because he's maxing out Shrapnel, and it does a lot of damage at the early stage. 55 damage per second. Then you got the Assassinate to finish everything off. Leshrac still being very aggressive with the positioning. But now he's got Epic Foul here, and he's got the haste, so he wants to go. And they're looking at Chota, but Leshrac has to land a stun for this to occur. And Epic is getting closer, but the creeps, they're just not in the right position. And now he's being pinged out. They know he's there. And I think SF's just going to have to back off. Like, he's just wasting his time here now. And Message going to be like baiting out the... Well, he's making it look like he's going to stun, but... He's just... I just feel like this Leshrac is being too aggressive. If he gets shackled right now, they can go in with the Hex and then shackle, and Message would just be dead. In fact, if Chota just uses Shrapnel when he runs forward, and then just the Shadow Shaman hexes. Oh, looks like there was a Sunstrike, and they took out Wiggle Snapper. In fact, now Leshrac, he's at top. Oh, beautiful stun onto 2. And that'll be it. They can't really follow up without Wiggle Snapper there. Meanwhile, mid lane, SF, he's just hitting up on the tower. Just dealing a bit of damage, doing what he can. Top lane, looks like they're going to try and fight this. The Edict used. Horus is there, though. Stun misses from Leshrac. And Message is going to keep chasing. He's activated the ulti now. And the Coconut comes out, and I don't think they're going to keep going. But Horus is being a bit aggressive, but decides he's going to back off. Has the ultimate, and you can tell he wants to use it. That Death Ward does a lot of damage, especially at this stage of the game. It pretty much just destroys heroes that walk into it. Oh, looks like top lane. They might have a go again. Wiggle Snapper, he's level 6 now as well, so he has the Omni Slash. If they Frostbite Visual right now and follow up with the stun from Message, he'll pretty much be dead, I think. And he hasn't got Doom available either, so Visual has to be very careful with that positioning. Horus is available, so it looks like they're almost baiting it out. Now Message, he uses the Edict, they're going on the tower, and he's got to be so careful here. But Horus, he's there with the Coconut if need be, and they can TP in as well. And now Wiggle Snapper, he might have gone too far, but there's still no Coconut coming out. Now it comes out onto Message, but he's a bit too far, and I don't think Horus can go any further. He puts the Melodic down, Wiggle Snapper, he's got the Omni Slash, but he actually doesn't have the mana now. And they're going to let it go, so... Big misplays from the Dire, I reckon. I mean, all they had to do was Breed, just uses Frostbite, then follow up with the Leshrac stun, and that's a pretty much dead visual. They don't do it, and I know they're probably afraid Horus is there. In fact, Chota calling GG, not sure why. But definitely some misplays. And they're still trying to bait it now. Good Coconut onto 2, the Melodic, and then the Death Ward is coming down. No, the Meteor will do the job. So Horus, he ran out of mana anyway, but the Meteor's way more than enough. In fact, he got the kill as well. The Witch Doctor, I'm saying. Another mistake the Dire are making right now. They're letting Sniper farm way too much. Top of the last hits board. He's practically had free farm for the past 6 or 7 minutes now. And, you know, he's just going to sit here and farm. And that's all Sniper has to do, to the point where they won't be able to stop him. Now the wards are dropped. They're going to take it down this tier 1. And there's no stopping it. Just goes down. Looks like I can see you. He came out of the jungle for once and tried to make something happen. And I've got to say as well, I haven't commented on Legion yet because he hasn't shown his face in the game apart from the jungle. But as soon as you get level 6, you're meant to go for a duel. He hasn't done that yet. Now Melodic and Coconut and the Doom used on the SF, but there's too many heroes here. Omni Slash used, the Death Ward's out as well, but the CM Ultimate dealing a lot of damage. And Visual goes down. In fact, no, Visual's okay. It's the Witch Doctor that went down. And Chota, he comes in. He's actually got an armlet at the moment. So he's toggling that Visual. He's still chasing. And looks like Bree, he'll get taken down. Now Wiggle Snapper is by himself. And he's going to try and man-fight Visual, but he'll be okay. And Visual's on a dominating spree now. And Chota, he goes down from the backlines because Message was there. And Message, he's going to clean this up. And he does do so. And Invoker with the trash talk coming out, but maybe a bit too early. And Message, he's going to have his Yule Scepter very soon. Surprisingly enough, still nowhere to be seen is this Legion Commander. Level 11 now, has not dueled yet. Senior, Cheesy Cake, uses the Shackle, now the Sunstrike and the Melodic. Oh, this is a dead Leshrac. He does get the tower, so he may consider that worth it. But at the very least, it's a trade. One for the tower. It depends what kind of lineup you have. Probably for a Leshrac, it's worth it. Did he spend all his gold? Yeah, he pretty much spent all his gold, so he probably didn't lose much anyway. So the tower's definitely worth it. Bree just walking around, trying to get some wards down. I can see you. He has the blink. Now he has a blade mail. And Visual looks like he's going to be the target. Now there's a TP in, but he's too late. I don't think he's going to reach it in time. No, he might. And actually turns around with the blade mail. And Visual, he's man-fighting this. Senior Cheesecake's there as well. And I think Visual gets taken down. Yeah, he does. The Meteor just a bit too late, but dealing so much damage to I Can See You. And now the Melody comes out. Just a bit of a shame at that the Meteor, Invoker just wasn't there in time. Now Message, he could get taken down, but no Sunstrike. And Invoker, he should really be trying to do it. He should really be trying to throw some kind of Sunstrike. Like, just predict it. Now he'll probably use it because of the Shackle. And it's a good kill, and I can see that they'll get from this. And, ooh, deals a bit of damage to Invoker, but will get taken down. Epic fail. He's still up there and thought about going back in. So they will get a tier 1. They'll get a kill on the LC. Chota, he wants to go on Message. Shrapnel comes out, but not going to do anything. Oh, it looks like Horus found him. Or Message found Horus. And Horus, he's in big trouble. He's trying to heal himself up, but the damage is just way too much. And the thing is with Leshrac is as long as he can follow you, like if he can keep up, you're pretty much dead. Even Equals right now, he has to be very careful himself. He's got the Midas now, and he's getting pretty close to that Aghanim Scepter. So he's not doing too badly for himself. He's actually at the top of the last hits as well. But you just have to be very cautious about how you go about this. And in fact, LC, going to make the blink in, looks like no, decides not to. A bit dangerous on the tier 1, and Message was probably trying to tell him not to do it. And I can't blame him for it. Message looks like he really wants this mid-tier tower. And Horus, he's going to be there. Throws an urn out, and that'll be the end of that one, I think. In fact, he's still chasing. And he's got to be so careful not to chase too far. But Senior's there. And now the Shackle, but they're taking too much damage. They're both going to die here if they're not careful. And yeah, they will. They didn't notice he had a Yule Scepter, and they used the Death Ward, but it wasn't enough. Now top lane, looks like Visual, he's chasing Juggernaut down. And Juggernaut, he has been doomed up, copying a lot of damage, just waiting for that final Infernal Blade, and there it is. And Bree, he actually kills off Chota with the ulti, but SF goes down as well. Now Visual, he's going to go and try and take care of Bree, but I can see use here, and the Infernal Blade's used. So he's dealing a lot of damage, and the Blade Mail is there as well. Can he take out the courier? He does, so he gets a lot for it. Now he's just got to turn around and use the Infernal Blade again, and he does do so. And he should be able to kill I Can See You, and he does. And Bree, is he going to be able to kill him by himself? He just needs basically 2 hits. Oh, one more hit. Oh, this is going to be so epic from visual if he managed to get away from here. I know this man's dying for that Scorched Earth right now, but it's on cooldown. And now Wiggles, he's here, and he's going to run into him, and he'll get the kill. But I've got to say, that was beautifully done. Visual got way more. And there's the question mark. There's the visual I know that loves to throw those trash talk question marks out. Message, he's looking for somebody here. He's in Viz. Looks like they'll find Horace. And Horace, does he know about this? He's running away like he does. And he's run the right way. I'm not sure if he knows what's going on here. No, he was just going for the bounty. Now he's going to get caught out. And Leshrac, I imagine he'll be able to just get the solo kill. No, he misses the stun. Now the Coconut and the Melodic and the Death Ward come out. And this could be enough to kill off the Leshrac. In fact, it is. And although Horace goes down second, it doesn't really matter. Like, a support for a core is always worth it. And that's more gold going to the way of Horace than it is for Leshrac. So definitely worth that. Chota looks like he's actually found a Wiggle Snapper. And he's being very careful about this. There is an Omni Slash, but it's only level 1. He's got the armlet, so he can toggle it, and he does do so. Now the spin. He still won't be able to kill this sniper. But there's more coming in, so sniper, he's going to have to back off because the LC's here. And he realizes that, oh, he's got an armlet toggle, and he doesn't do it in time. And Visual's here now. Oh, and he's got to be kicking himself there. Had to be really quick with those reaction times. If he did turn on that armlet, he would have survived that, but a bit unfortunate. Probably wasn't expecting that to come out. Equals, he has the Aghanim Scepter now. Meanwhile, Message, looks like he's going to find Visual, or they're going to find him actually. Coconut comes out, now the Melodic and the Infernal Blade, and I think that might just be enough. The Melodic dealing so much damage, and there's no help coming in. And the Sunstrike was there, but regardless, they get the kill on Visual. And that's what I mean about the Infernal Blade, especially when you got Melodic up, then you add that to the equation. It's doing 5% of your max HP every second, plus the base damage. So 40 plus 5%. That's kind of a big deal. And it's a very low cooldown and mana. And looks like they'll find a kill on Epic as well. Oh no, the last hit wasn't enough. And I'm not sure why he didn't throw a shrapnel out. And Chota, he could have thrown a really long-range shrapnel, probably got on the last hit, but doesn't do so. Probably thought that Horace would have been able to get it, but not quite enough. Now I can see you. He's hiding in the trees. He's probably going to be able to deal enough to kill his Invoker off if need be. Meanwhile, bot lane, they're using the Serpent Wards, trying to push this out. Looks like LC's made a jump in with the Blade Mail. He should be able to get it, and he will do so. So that's 10 damage to him. In fact, it's probably more now. I think it's 14. Oh, yeah, it was 14, but he's got 28 in total. Serpent Ward still dealing a lot of damage. Now the Coconut comes out for defensive purposes. And Chota pointing out to SF that you can't raise Serpent Wards. It's always a good thing to point out. Senor, he does get the last hit on the tower. Now Horace runs in a bit too deep. The Melody coming out, but the spin... He has Omni Slash available, and he can just commit it. No, the Coconut, now the Doom, and they're going to turn this around with the Death Ward and the Shackle, and Bree's doing all she can here, and she managed to kill off Horace, but now Message, he's here, and he's trying to make some kind of chase happen. Senor, he can actually make the Shackle if he really wants. Chota, he's going to go down for this. He's trying to armlet tackle, and Senior, he decides he'd rather survive, and he doesn't make the Shackle attempt. Probably could have given his life away to let the sniper run, and they possibly could have turned that around on the Leshrac. Nevertheless, though, now I can see you. He's found Visual, and this should be an easy kill if he can just get the blink and the duel off. And now he finds Senor, but doesn't do anything. This is interesting because he ran through the whole jungle of the opposing team, and then decided he just wasn't going to do anything about it. So that's very strange. Oh, and they've actually changed the net worth now. So apparently, the net worth goes by teams now rather than the... Oh no, I can fix that. Apparently that was just me. So Invoker, top of the net worth, closely followed by LC, but I've got to say this LC definitely playing his hero very wrong. And when I say that, I mean he's just not He's missed too many duel attempts. He didn't go for duels at level 6, which gave Visual way too much space in the off lane. I mean, that's a big problem. You literally let a Doom sit there in the off lane soaking XP and getting farm. And now the Doom's level 15 with a Blade Mail, almost got Shadow Blade and Phase Boots. And he's got almost 1700 HP. Like, he's going to be so hard to kill now. And Message, he's going to try and get someone a bot. They're going to take the tier 1 down, but Equals is there. And he has the EMP Cyclone combo. And it's coming out. The SF's going to cop it. And Leshrac uses the EMP. They're still going after the SF. And Invoker does manage to get the kill. No, it was actually Chota. Now the Coconut and the Melody comes out from Horus. And he actually commits a Death Ward. And that's a good commit. That's a very good commit. Got him the kill. Definitely worth it. Now, oh, Visual. He gets caught out from the duel. And looks like Wiggle Snapper actually gets Senor Cheesecake. But Senor Cheesecake actually gets Bree. Not sure how he managed to get him. I don't think I saw any Serpent Wards. Oh no, he did commit them actually. So it might have been the Serpent Wards that just got the last hit. Now LC has a Deso now. 42 damage. Bonus damage from the duel, I should say. I can see you. He's I think he's just waiting for the jungle creeps to take it off the Radiant side, and he blocks one. I think maybe he blocked it on purpose, I guess. I mean, he could have just waited for it and just taken it, I suppose. I don't know, this LC is confusing me, but he's going to find Horus. And where is he? He's just hiding, just waiting for the right timing at the moment. And Horus, I think he might be dead here if he shows himself. And looks like I can see he's just going to run straight in. And now we'll find him. And still very slow reactions from LC. There could be some TP rotations coming in. And he's healing himself up, Horus. He can throw Coconut out. In fact, he should right now. And he doesn't do it, and he gets jeweled up. And that will be some jewel damage going the way of the LC. So there was no way they were going to be able to TP. Because everyone on the Radiant already went top. And unfortunately for Horus, he does get taken out. And more duel damage going the way of the LC, who is catching up. I know I'm being a bit harsh on this LC. He's just, the way that this LC plays bothers me because, you know, it's the standard LC in a pub game where they just go jungle for the first, 15 minutes. And they just ruin the laning phase. Tier 1 taken out for the Radiant. LC. He's got the duel in about 8 seconds. Senior Cheesecake blinks straight out. In fact, that's a pretty good item to have at this timing. Senior, he has the blink now. Can see the Chota has that armlet as he did before, but he's actually got a Yasha now. And he's getting very close to finishing a Sergeant Yasha, which I wasn't expecting, but it's a very good mid item to have. A mid game item to have. Offers a lot for that time of the game. Visual. He's got the Shadow Blade now. And he's going straight for the Aghanim Scepter next. Meanwhile, Equals. Got that Aghanims. Going to be going for an Octarine Core, is it? No, he's getting Boots of Travel first. Good destroy of the creep. Oh, but then there's the LC. And look at the damage he deals. So much damage. Meanwhile, bot lane looks like they found somebody else. And it's the Leshrac again. And this is going to be the bane of Leshrac's existence. Like his overextension over and over again. He's just getting too greedy with that farm. And this team really takes advantage of it. Unfortunately, they did lose the Invoker in mid to a solo LC, but LC at this point, with that farm and the amount of duel damage she has now, she's hitting over 300 damage per physical hit now. So, practically anyone that she finds solo is going to die to her duel. At this point, though, it's still very equal. As we can see, 29 to 22. The farm is, LC is at the top of the net worth. And at this point, LC is going to be able to get a lot more kills, so it should turn around a bit. Although, that being said, Wiggle Snapper, he might get caught out here, but it's almost like he knows Doom is trying to chase him. And now he turns around, but this could be dangerous. No, there's a TP and LC's there, and he has the duel available. Now Epic fails there as well. And they jump in, Message gets the Yules off, and Horus, he's in big trouble here. He gets stunned up. And Juggernaut starts hitting up on him now. Visual, all the Omni Slash committed. Now the Requiem of Souls. And Epic Foe almost goes down. Chota's still chasing, trying to armor toggle away from this Wiggle Snapper. And meanwhile, looks like another duel went off and Visual went out for it. And there's the Chaos Meteor, but it misses. Now the EMP, and looks like they'll be managed to take out the Jug, but this LC is taking out everyone. Chota, he's trying his best to armor toggle through this. Equals, he doesn't get away from it now. Chota, he's by himself, and he will get taken down at the end of the day. And that is not good news for the side of the Radiant. That's a full team wipe. Almost 2k gold going the way of the Dire, and 700 lost on their team on the Radiant. It looks like they're just gonna wait out these creeps. I know they want to go for this tier 2. And they really need Leshrac to stick around, because he's the main damage dealer to the towers. But he will back off, and I guess they're just going to let the tier 2 go for the time being. Solar Crest now picked up on Horus. So Horus playing that position 5. I do like the Solar Crest. It offers a lot, especially if you've got like a Doom Invoker or a sniper that gets picked out. Or LC. It's gonna find Horus, and that's gonna be another bit of dual damage. It's gonna be over 100 dual damage now. In fact, 110 to be exact. So what I was trying to say is the Solar Crest very good if somebody gets picked off, like if a Doom is in the middle of everything, or a sniper gets too close. Putting that on them allows that evade, allows that added defense as well. And maybe the difference between surviving and not. And oh, they found LC. Now the Cyclone goes there. The Shrapnel's there as well. And they use the Dust. That's very well played. The EMP as well. He's using Blade Mail though. And look at the damage he deals to Equals. He just rips him apart. And they still take him out. But my goodness. I really was not expecting that. Now Epic Fail. He gets a return kill. So that's 3 down. Well, it was 2 for 1, and you might argue that it was worth it. In fact, it actually was. For the side of the Radiant, it actually was worth it. But, man, that is not what you want to see. Like, an LC just rips him to shreds. And the problem is, this LC right now, he's basically holding a Divine Rapier. That's his problem. The dual damage he has. And he's level 23 at 30 minutes in. In just a minute, he's going to be level 25. He's going to have the plus 40 dual damage talent. And then things are going to get bad. Things are going to get a bit overwhelming. Visual, he's going to get caught out. Epic Fail. He uses the Requiem, but there's a Shadow Blade available. And Visual will get away. Blind Razor's going out as well. And that Silver's Edge. Got to be very careful. Because the SF has one now. It deals so much damage after he uses it. What's Wiggle Snapper doing? He's got a Battle Fury and he's got the Yasha, as well as Drums. So, the Jug's not farming too badly. I'd say he's a bit behind. Definitely should be a bit better than that, but still, nevertheless, still second on the net worth board. Can see Bree trying to get that Aghanim Scepter. Oh, and actually mid lane, they catch out the SF. The Sunstrike coming down as well, and they'll get the kill. Now Wiggle Snapper, he was coming in, but he'll back off, and Leshrac wasn't doing anything while his mate was getting killed. I'm unsure why. And actually, he runs too far again. Message, what are you doing? The Shackle comes out. Now the Melodict, and he's going to get taken down for this. My goodness. I'm just unsure what Message is doing, but he overextends way too much, this man. I can't see you. He has the Jewel available and has a Shadow Blade if need be. Oh, now another beautiful Shackle onto the Juggernaut. Now the Coconut. And is there a Death Ward there? There is one available. The Jewel comes out. He's got to drop the Death Ward if he wants to help his teammate out. He'll take out the Juggernaut. Now the LC. And Bree, he's almost dead. The Assassinate's coming out and he'll take him out as well. So that's a beautiful team wipe from the side of the Radiant. That's exactly what needed to be done. This is what they got to keep doing. I mean, all props to Senior Cheesy Cake. The Shackles are just amazing. The follow-up is great from the Invoker. Good Death Ward from Horus there. And obviously Visual and Chota doing their jobs as well. And this is what they got to do. They got to take advantage of the objectives every time they get this opening. In fact, they might even just go for the racks. There's no Serpent Wards though, so they're going to have to back off. In fact, Senior, he might give his life away. He's copping a lot of damage from those razors. And there's no point being here. Like, I would argue this right now is probably a bit of a mistake. But they will back off in time. Visual, he's just creep skipping at the moment. Unfortunately, his creeps aren't there. And in fact, he might go down, but he'll TP away. And he'll make... Oh, no, no, oh. I was going to say there's a blink in. And Leshrac could have gone for the Yules, just a bit slow on the Yules. Leshrac attempt being taken by Chotan Horus. And the die should have no idea this is happening. Now equals, he finds Leshrac, but the double Yules and the Cold Snap, he has it available, and he's got to get that Chaos Meteor or something, and he uses the Alacrity. And that'll be it. But they'll get the Roshan anyway. Enough space created that they ignored the fact that there was, you know, there was Chotan Horus missing off the map. And Chota now actually has a Maelstrom as well as that Shanzin. So the damage coming out from Sniper will be massive now. And this is the part of the game where you can't let Sniper just sit there and hit you. So LC has to be concentrating on making sure that he always gets a duel on someone like Sniper. It's either Sniper or LC, sorry, Sniper or Invoker that he has to get. In fact, he might just find Invoker. No. Oh, they're going to find him. There's the Shackle. Now, the follow-up. There's the EMP. He has the Tornado available as well. And they're going to take him out straight away. In fact, I don't think this LC has a chance of surviving. He's used the Shadow Blade, though. And he's actually going to walk away from this. There's no dust available. And they will let him go. Now, the Omni Slash and Senior, he gets taken out from the spin, from Wiggle Snapper. And they're going to keep chasing the Mantle Illusions. It should be obvious which one's the actual real one. The Assassinate comes out as well. Horus is there. Now, Epic Fail. He's there. He uses the Razors. Requiem comes out as well. Message cops the Doom, and Visual's going to keep chasing after him. He has the Infernal Blade available, but I can't see you's there, and he might get taken down if he tries to go on it. No, the Chaos Meteor, beautiful duel from I Can See You, and Horus will get taken out. Meanwhile, Visual did take out the Leshrac in the background. Now Chota, he's in trouble himself. I Can See You, I don't think he's going to leave him alone. He has the blink available. And, oh, a lot of damage, a lot of armor from Chota, using that armlet effectively. In fact, he's trying to juke this and turn around. He might take too much damage here if he's not careful, though. And slows him down just a bit. He's being very smart, Chota. And actually, oh, he was going to turn around. And he is now. And he could actually get a kill here. No, the Assassinate's not going to be enough. In fact, the Shadow Blade's there. And there's the question mark. And that is deserved. Beautiful armlet toggling being done there from Chota. I've got to say though, the team of the Radiant, they have to constantly either be carrying dust or invest in the gem. And if I look right now, the only one carrying dust is Senior Cheesy Cake, which I don't think that's enough because it's too easy for us to get taken down in a team fight, and then you have nothing, which did happen last game. I Can See You looking for somebody. Doesn't find anybody. Epic Fail. He'll be going for that Battle Fury next. In fact, he's very, very close. Message. What's he going for? Is he going for an Octarine or a... Yeah, no, he's going for a Bloodstone. Very late, though. And considering how much he's been dying recently, I don't know if it's the best item for him. And it's about that time we have a look at the net worth graph. Decently equal. It's about 4.5k in the way of the Dire. But that's not really that much for 36 minutes in. XP, not mattering too much anymore because everyone's pretty high level anyway. Well, I Can See he might find somebody here. In fact, he was expecting somebody, and now Invoker uses a beautiful Ghost Walk, almost sensing somebody's there. Meanwhile, I hear an Omni Slash. I don't know where it is though. And there it is. Horus is the one in trouble, and he's trying to walk away, trying to heal himself up, and doesn't get it off. Now Visual trying to make something happen. The Requiem's coming out, and Visual cops a lot of it. Senior, he's still there. Now the Tornado comes out, cops it, SF cops it. Now Leshrac gets taken out. Epic Fail, he's in big trouble now. And the Healing Ward's there from Juggernaut, so they should be able to run away safely. And Bree's there, and Bree could be the target because she's the easiest one. And I think she just may be. She uses the ultimate, but she'll get taken out. Good Shackle, but actually, Epic Fail turns around, takes down the Shadow Shaman. Now Chota, he's in trouble. Epic Fail, though, I think he's going to get taken out. Oh, the armor toggle is there. There it is. And they will manage to take it out. He does have a... Oh, he does have a Butterfly, I was going to say, but Chota, he's in trouble now. The jewel's available on LC, and he should go for this. He doesn't actually do it, though. Now the Chaos and the Tornado, Wiggle Snap are forced to spin, and they're going to go after LC. LC is going to turn around for the jewel, trying to get Visual, but there's the Deafening Blast and the Doom, and they get the kill. He was way too hesitant. And Juggernaut, where is he gone? He's actually still trying to run away from this, and Invoker finds him, picks up a Refresher. Not going to matter because he got hit. Shrapnel's coming out. Now the Assassinate. And he's waiting for that tornado, but probably could have gone for the ice wall instead. That probably would have been enough to slow down the Juggernaut until the tornado was back up. Especially when you got an Aghanim Scepter. You can you only have a 2-second invoke timing. Nevertheless though, they let the Jug get away, but they still get some massive kills. And visual, we did see he has that Aghanim Scepter now. So you see with that Ags, breaks passive abilities, breaks any buffs, and if visual stays within 900 range of the hero that's been doomed up, the duration will just basically pause and won't keep ticking down. So it's a very good item, especially the fact that it ruins any debuffs and it ruins any passives. Pretty decent item to get. And if I remember correctly, I think that does affect any evade items that you get. So this butterfly, I think it becomes completely useless. If I remember correctly, I could be completely wrong. Juggernaut has a basher in the Manta now as well. He's TPing away. He's going to that bot lane to try and defend because Equals here. Now the Cold Snap comes out. Now the Manta as well. And the Omni Slash committed and he has to stay near creeps. Oh no, the Jewel's there. And there was no Ghost Walk. Not fast enough. Now the Coconut comes out. And message, this man's done it about 20 times this game. He's going to go down again. In fact, he denies himself with the Bloodstone. But you don't want to die with the Bloodstone so early because you need the charges. And it's just, yeah, in fact, I think Horace is going to point it out for him. Oh, my goodness. Oh, can you kill yourself again? Right, he's referring to the Bloodstone. Horace knows what I'm talking about. And looks like Message has no idea what he's doing. Like, he's died so many times in the dumbest ways. Like, I feel like Horace, he's died 13 times and they're all overextensions. He's really slowing down his team. And he offers a lot of damage, but he keeps dying. All double damage available on I Can See You. Might make a jump here. Epic fails there as well. In fact, the whole team's there. This is going to be a 5v5. No, it's a 5v4 because Invoker's dead. And they're going to be smart and walk away from this, I think. No visual. Visual's thinking about it. And Message, of course, he's going to be the first one in. He gets coconutted up. There's the earners, all the Yules. But there should be some help coming in. And they might just take out Leshrac way too fast, and they do. So now it's a 4v4. And nobody was willing to really help him out there. I thought the LC would blink in. And I suppose Horace got his wish. And now I can see he jumps in, gets a jewel off straight onto the Witch Doctor. Now the Coconut and the Shackle, beautifully done for Senior, and he actually gets the win. The dual damage goes to the way of the Witch Doctor, and now Bree, she's channeling up a massive ultimate, and she gets 2 kills. Chota manages to take her out. Epic fail. He's in a bit of trouble, throwing out the razors with the Serpent Wards, takes him out at the end of the day, and that's a 4-for-4 trade. And that CM really turned it around. Invoker was not in that team fight. It has the Octarine core now, though. Both teams very equal. See a lot of wards coming out from the Shadow Shaman. In fact, how many did he just buy? 7. He bought 7 sentries. Huh. Wiggle Snapper. He's going to start hitting up with the tier 3, and nobody's there to stop him. The Invoker already TP'd. Now he's going to TP back. Thankfully, he has the Octarine to slow down the cooldown, but oh, he's in big trouble now. The Abyssal Blade paying off as well. Was that an Abyssal or a Basher? No, it was an Abyssal. And the tier 3's down. Solo from a Juggernaut. Now the Deafening Blast comes out. And the Spin as well. And Equals, he's got to Ghost Walk this if he's not careful, he'll get taken down here. And he's trying to man fight it. And I really think he should be Ghost Walking. No, the Cold Snap does the job. But he will get taken down at the end. And Wiggle Snapper, although he could have probably just ran off right then, he was practically dead. But Invoker did not need to stand there like that. He could have ghost walked away, then started attacking from a range. Not sit there trading with a Juggernaut who has an Abyssal Blade so he can bash you. Also, I'd like to comment in terms of the talents, I don't particularly agree with the AoE Deafening Blast choice. Like, I know it's good because they have a lot of physical hitters, so you got the Jug, the LC, and the SF. But I think the minus 18-second cooldown for the Tornado is so much better. Because in the situation where you've got to defend the base, you've got a Tornado that comes out every, like, I think it's 9 seconds with an Octarine core, 9 or 8 second cooldown. It's just so much better than the Deafening Blast AoE. And Horus, he's going to get caught out. And another bit of dual damage. He's got the plus 40 dual damage, so now he's got 244 SF. He's getting beaten on the Shackles there and the Doom. And they'll take out a good SF, so that's a good trade. And they'll let I Can See You just walk away from this. Message now. Bought himself a Glimmer Cape, and he's just taking out that Shrine. So he will get something for their trouble. In fact, he's left his illusions there to do the rest. And they should be able to get it. I was just a bit afraid they may run out. Or somebody may come and defend, but no, apparently not. Aghanim Scepter almost up on Senior Cheesecake. He's got the Ghost Scepter now. You can see the... I thought there was going to be an Assault Cuirass coming out on the visual. But not so. Just a casual plate mail for the time being. And everyone will go quiet for the time being. Assault Cuirass on the LC now. Only 5 Bloodstone charges on message. In fact, he might get picked off again from this Invoker. He's used the Glimmer Cape. And it equals, he really wants to go for one, but the blink away was enough to deter him from trying to go for it. Now he'll scout out the Roshan, so he might want to tell his team, it's time to go, boys. And in fact, I think they are. Oh, he's going to find LC. And LC just farming the jungle. Looks like Equal's just going to steal a bounty rune. He's in a particularly difficult spot right now. He's got to be very careful not to get taken out. Now LC knows he's there. That slow that just happened. Chota has just picked up an Eye of Skadi. So getting even more farmed. Going to be harder to kill now. Wiggle Snapper almost at the butterfly himself. But this is the point of the game where things are meant to go quiet. As expected, because everyone's just being real cautious. The next team that wins the next team fight can practically take a Rax, assuming that there's no buybacks available. And is there going to be a smoke up? No, they don't seem to be aware that the other team's taking Roshan. And there's no real vision here, so that's why they're not really aware of it happening. That's a bit of a shame. And now there's a smoke up, but they're going to be way too late. And now they're going to realize that the Roshan's been taken. Doom got a BKB as well now, by the way. And the line's been drawn out. And the first jewel comes out onto the Invoker. That's a big kill. And he has no buyback available. So there should be an easy Rax. Oh, and Horus. Oh, Horus. I mean, like, I know it was a bit of a difficult thing. Like, he probably could have walked around, like, that way. But anyway, the Rax is gone. And they're going to go for the top Rax now. And I heard a Doom, I think. Yeah, I did. And it's actually LC that goes down. It was just an Aegis, though. Still, good Aegis kill. But the Doom cooldown is so long. 145 seconds. And Chota is dealing so much damage. And Wiggle Snapper, he's going to go down here. Requiem's coming up from Epic Fail. And, oh, that's not a good time. That is not a good time to pause. And I see an Omni Slash. So Jug, he's actually might be able to take out Chota. But the Shrine healing him up just enough. And he's going to be able to turn around. There's a Shackle from Senior Cheesy Cake. And now Jug should be just going down. I can't imagine he'll survive. In fact, he won't. Top lane, though. We see LC managing to take out that melee Rax. Now Senor dropping the wards, trying to shackle him up. Doesn't use it quite yet. Now he will. The Ghost Scepter paying off for him. Sniper hitting from the range. And LC is in big trouble here, and he will get taken down. So, and the question mark comes up, but Chota, you did just lose 2 Rax, my friend. So I think at the end of the day, the Dire might be the ones laughing. MKB now on Shadow Fiend. Bree does have that Aghanim Scepter, but if you don't have a Glimmer Cape for the CM, it's very hard to be able to channel it. And I get afraid when teams get a couple Raxes down, they think they've won the game. The game is not won until this thing goes down, this Ancient. And I find all the time, teams get way too cocky, start buying silly items. Not wanting to buy the, the standard stuff that works. And, the thing is, she's going to use her ulti and she'll just be able to get stunned up pretty much immediately. There's so many ways to stop her from ulting. Stop her from channeling, I should say. Message. Again with the aggressive positioning. And he takes out the creep wave. But he's by himself. And if any heroes were there, they could have taken him out. In fact, they might find him if they keep walking. Visual, is he going to go down the trees? No, he won't do so. And there's a double damage there. They might just be waiting for the LC to take it. And now there's a BKB up on an LC, so that's going to make it even harder to kill her. That being said, of course, if Visual gets the Doom onto her first, then, I mean, she's not going to be able to use it anyway. So it's very important that Visual gets that Doom onto her. But practically any of the heroes right now is fine to Doom. It's just LC's the main issue. Once you take out LC, the rest are still a big issue, but it's not as big of a deal as what the LC is going to be dealing. And he's dealing 360 damage. He's actually got like almost 800 damage per hit. In fact, he does have 800 damage per hit. Oh, but that's because of the double damage he just picked up. I was going to say, where the hell did he get that? But still, 360 bonus damage from the jewels. I'm going to make it 400 if he gets one more jewel off. Oh, there's a beautiful shackle from Senior Cheesecake, and Leshrac again gets caught out and uses the Yules, trying to delay it, and his team's coming in, but he gets taken out. Now, beautiful Doom onto the LC, and LC won't be able to do anything throughout this duration. Shackle comes out, and I think LC's dead here. In fact, she is. And meanwhile, there was an Omni Slash going out, I think. No, there was none yet. It's going to come out now, but the Cold Snap onto Epic Fail. He'll go down, and the Omni Slash now comes out, but it's bouncing between everyone. Not really a big deal. And now he's dead. He's being shackled up, and the Bree ulti's coming in the background, but out of range. And, I mean, this is just... They should be able to kill this Jug, but Bree is still going. Senior Cheesecake, very low. In fact, he's not doing anything at the moment. It looks like he's just stuck. Is he lagging? No, not sure what he was doing. Maybe thought he was dead. But that's a full team wipe they got. And that's all that Visual has to do. Every time he gets a jewel off, just keep chasing that LC. She can't do anything about it. Equals doing the smart thing, going straight through mid. In fact, there's no buybacks available. So the only person that's going to respawn in time is the Leshrac, and then the CM. But we've all seen what the Leshrac's been doing this game anyway, and it hasn't been pretty. So I imagine he's going to rush in and get taken out. He uses the Glimmer Cape, but they're going to know where he is now, and they should be able to get a kill onto him. In fact, the Tornado comes out, but it does miss. And it looks like they're just concentrating on the tier 3. They should really be punishing him there. Right there, though, when he runs right there. They should punish the hell out of that Leshrac right now for coming too close. Oh, CM's here now as well, but she's another easy pick-off. Now Deafening Blast comes out. And that's why I was commenting that you need that Tornado, called the Tornado talent at level 25. because it allows you to just keep spamming them out while your team hits the racks. And it's obviously very good as well when you're trying to defend, but even in aggressive instances, they just can't do anything because you're just throwing them out every 2 seconds. See, Visual now has the Shivers Guard. He's pretty much 6-slotted. The only thing else he could do is go for a Boots of Travel. Good Deafening Blast and Ghost Walk straight out for the equals. He was going to get picked off by Invoker if he wasn't too careful. Deafening Blast just in time. Quick reactions. And so all they managed to get out of that was a tier 3, but still, it shows that they're still in the game. They should have confidence to make something happen after another team fight. If they can just win one more team fight, the rating can come back pretty easily. In fact, where are we in terms of net worth? Still about 8k. So very even if you think about the fact that we're 55 minutes into the game now. XP obviously doesn't matter. It should be evening out in just a moment anyway. And this is the point where we'll bring up the buyback status and see what's going on there. Deafening Blast and a Yules onto the Leshrac. And I mean, it's hard for me to comment anymore on what Message is doing. I'm not sure if he's purposely trying to feed, but he's just given so much away. He's got 3 Bloodstone charges. And, I mean, every team fight we see, he's not there. Because he died about a minute earlier. That is an issue. Oh, they doomed an illusion. That's going to mean a 150-second cooldown. Or 145, but calling the GGs. And that's definitely unfortunate. I mean, there was no need to doom anyway. It was low HP, so big mistake there from Visual. And they're practically going to have to wait now till it's off cooldown. Because it's just doing so much in these team fights to negate what the LC can do. So they're probably going to have to just stay up on the high ground and just wait for this. Oh, Message. He's gonna just be careful. If I was on his team right now, I'd be raging so hard at this Leshrac. Just practically saying, just follow me. Just follow me around the map, we'll be okay. Chota is dealing so much damage now. He's got the Mjolnir as well. And he's got a BKB to top it all off to avoid any magic damage. They're gonna start hitting on the bot tier 3. And Visual comes in with the Shivers. He's got the Doom. No, it's not available. The EMP Tornado combo, though. And Bree looks like he's going to get taken out. The Deafening Blast as well. And the Yules was there, though. Bree is still alive. Now the Shackle will get taken down. And, oh, there's a duel straight into the Doom. But not much damage being dealt. 2 Blade Mails being used at the moment. And they will eventually take him out with the Omni Slash. Now the Death Ward comes out, dealing a lot of damage. And LC, got to be so careful. And Horus turns this around. And there's no Aegis or anything like that. So he will be down. And now Jug by himself going to try and man fight, but the heal's coming out from Horus, and I think Wiggle Snapper has to back off here. And Epic fails there as well. Now the Deafening Blast does a big job there, and Wiggle Snapper, he will keep going. The SF goes down. Now it's just Horus versus Wiggle Snapper. No Chotters there as well, and they do manage to take him out. That's a full team wipe again. And I mean, they didn't even get a tier 3 for that. So they're trying to get that last racks. They're trying to get those mega creeps. There's only buyback available on the LC and the Jug right now. And now you can see Equals, he's going straight through mid. At the very least, force the buybacks to occur. Throws the Chaos Meteor down. Wants to clear this wave as soon as possible. No help with him though. He's all by himself. Feels like Chota should probably be with him, and I know he's defending at the moment, but you could easily take a melee Rax at this point or force buybacks. But I don't know if the Invoker will be able to do it by himself. And oh, he looks like he may just be able to. with that alacrity. Leshrac will be up in a second, but they're not committing the buyback, so they will lose this Rax if they're not careful. And no, looks like Bree was just enough. No, equals. Equals, he still wants to go for it. And now the tornado comes out. And I suppose that's what I meant. If he just had that sniper with him at that point, would have really guaranteed that Rax kill. But nevertheless, Chota now has a Daedalus. So things are just getting from bad to worse for the side of the Dire. I mean, look, at the end of the day, they still have 2 Raxes. So there's always going to be that pressure that's applied because the lanes are always going to be pushed in. And they'll always be able to do like they'll always be able to thread them with like a split push attempt if need be. Don't forget, even though Message has been overly aggressive and died about 50 times now for no reason, it's still scary that he can kind of come in from the back lines, push out this creep wave, and take out a tier 3 tower. In fact, I didn't see that, but LC goes in, takes the Aegis from Roshan. In fact, got the cheese as well. Had to put his blade mail in his backpack for the time being, but that's okay. And he really hasn't been able to make full use out of that plus 40 duel damage. He hasn't won a duel in just so long recently. So Horus is actually on 58 duel damage. So Horus, he is the carry now. Oh, an epic fail. Gotta be careful. The coconut not really hitting him. They're drawing the line, saying, "Let's go bot. Let's get the mega creeps, and hopefully they'll get that. That'll guarantee them the win." Juggernaut clears the waves very fast. Now the tornado's coming out. Oh, and the EMP. So Bree gonna lose a lot of her mana here. The shackle as well, and I think Bree's dead. Yeah, in fact she is. And LC, look at the damage she's copping. And the Aegis doesn't last a second. Now epic fail. This sniper, you can't let him just sit there and hit you. The Death Ward comes out as well. And the duel, but I'm not sure that's the best duel in the world. And it isn't. And you just gave 40 plus damage to the Doom. Oh no, it was actually more than 40 because it's the plus 18 as well. So 58 damage given the way of Doom pretty much. And now he's sitting on 76 duel damage. And although it doesn't mean that much on a Doom, because he's not that much of a right clicker, still, you don't want to give it away. And I think those pings on Chota were saying, get to mid now. Because he doesn't need to... I always hate it when there's a carry who's just so farmed and deals so much damage, and they sit back and defend the base when they can be pushing for a Rax. And I would be doing the same thing, just pinging the hell out of him. Oh, mid lane. Looks like they're going to go in. Wiggle Snapper, he's in trouble, but not really. The evade paying off. And I hear an Omni Slash. No, there's no Omni Slash, just the Manta Illusions. Epic fail. He's going to go Requiem straight onto Chota. And this could be bad for him. He's too close. And they'll actually be able to take him out straight away. Now, Senor Cheesy Cake, he'll be the one taken down. And they're going to keep chasing Horus. He's in big trouble here. Invoker, he's going to be the target. The Deafening Blast comes out. And epic fail. He's going to make the chase as well. And Equals will make the TP. It's a good TP away. Bree, just walking around at the moment. They're not pushing yet. But I think, yes, Message is there, and he's pushing the lane. And this is the right thing for him to do right now. He has to get this lane pushing straight away, start applying that pressure to that bot lane. The Dire should really be with him right now. Force the buyback from the Shadow Shaman and then just back off. But they're not going to do so. They still don't feel comfortable. And I think there was a buyback, wasn't there? Yeah, Chota bought back. So they still managed to get one buyback out of doing nothing, but winning a team fight. And still, the patience game. I have Scardy now on Wiggle Snapper, so he's pretty much 6-slotted. Here come the ward spams from Shadow Shaman, who had to sell them obviously because he wouldn't have buyback if he actually kept them. Hex available on equals, as well as the Lincolns. And both teams right now very cautious. It's not. This is a very hard position because the Radiant, they feel as though they're gonna have to just sit there and wait for the initiation to come from the Dire and hope for a mistake. It's hard to make a smoke attempt. They could go for message right now. Just one tornado would hold him in place long enough, but no, they're not in time for that. These illusions will get taken out. And looks like LC gonna look for a duel attempt. And there is a sentry, and now she knows as well. And they were making the chase. Message could easily go down right now if they throw a tornado out on the Invoker. There is visual. He'll go straight away. Doesn't want to commit the Doom though, which is smart enough. Wants to go for that LC. Oh, he's been dueled up though, so visual. He will get taken down here. And Chota is dealing too much damage to himself through the Blade Mail. And this is looking really bad because there's no buyback available on visual. And he just didn't have enough gold for it. And now there should be a Rax. The Shrine's used. LC just destroys the Rax. Shackle comes out. But this is looking so bad. The Death Ward as well. That's an Agony himself, the Death Ward. But it's not doing enough. And they're calling GG well played. And I think it just might be. And Omni Slash again. Oh no, not Omni Slash. The Mantra Illusions. My apologies. And Horus. I think he'll get killed here. No, he actually manages to get away from it. And yeah, that's definitely GG well played. No buybacks available. So, at the end of the day, both teams played relatively well. A lot of mistakes made from, well, not a lot, but a decent amount from both teams. I will probably, because the Radiant who requested the cast appreciate criticism as to how they lost, I will provide that now, or my thoughts on it anyway. So allow me to just go hero by hero, and then we'll go from there. So Invoker played pretty darn well. Itemization was definitely correct. Problem with Invoker, I'm gonna argue that the Deafening Blast was not worth not getting the Tornado. It just offers more delay. The Deafening Blast just isn't, the AoE Deafening Blast, it's still very good, and I know why he got it. But I would have gone the Tornado cooldown, the lower Tornado cooldown, because it's to me it's just worth being able to spam and just ruin the momentum they get in a team fight, because you can probably cast 2 or 3 of those in a team fight, whereas you only cast 1 Deafening Blast unless you have a Refresher Orb. Visual played pretty darn well. Bit unfortunate, but he didn't have buyback at the end, so he couldn't actually buy back, so that's a bit of a mistake. Obviously, definitely want to always keep buyback, and I believe it was on cooldown at the time. Horus play, I can't really say too much about Horus. He did his job. He placed a lot of wards down. He's got an Ags, he's got a Glimmer Cape, he's got the Solar Crest. There's not really much more he could have done. It looks like he may have been going into a 4-staff. It's hard to say what else he could have done in this because he was doing pretty well. Chota, he did pretty well as well. The thing was, he stood back and farmed instead of going for that mid-rax like I was saying before. Although you may say, well, it's probably unlikely that would have changed the game. It could have very well done so, because if you take that Rax, you probably could have taken out the Leshrac while you were there and the CM, in which case you may have been able to force a second Rax, and the damage he would deal to the tower may have been enough so that they could have gotten 2 Raxes and even out the game a bit. So I would argue that was a bit of a mistake. Otherwise, though, his farming was pretty decent. His gameplay was pretty decent. A couple mistakes I may have mentioned in the earlier stages of the game where he could have assassinated a few people, but nevertheless, still did his best. And Senior Cheesecake, again, I think pretty good support play. Not much to say about about him. I don't feel like he could have done anything differently. Good itemization with the Ghost Scepter against the LC, SF, and Juggernaut, because there's so many skills that the Ghost Scepter basically deflects back. So well played to him. Otherwise, if I look at the draft itself, the draft is pretty decent. They had more late game carries. They have an LC, they have an SF, they have a Juggernaut. So where they only have a sniper. So the game had to be finished earlier. And they waited way too long to try and finish this game. And when you've got an LC who can pick one of your heroes off, you've got an SF that deals a lot of damage, you've got Juggernaut that deals a lot of damage. Honestly, I thought at some stages of the game was going to go the Radiant's way. I didn't know the outcome, of course. But yeah, it's unfortunate, but definitely the draft is early game orientated. You have to finish early. Just wasn't enough in it. And the late game, they just obviously, like I said, the talents that were chosen just weren't good enough. Itemization was okay, but it felt like you had to win an amazing team fight to pull the game back. But regardless, pretty even game. There is a second game that I'll be casting very soon, so look out for that. I'll probably come back in an hour or two if anyone's watching. Otherwise, guys, it's been Michael Phoenix. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Until next time, guys, which will be in a couple hours. I'll see you soon.